Good morning, fellow gardeners. We're here this morning to give you the final invitation to come and be with us on May the 5th at our meet and greet gardening seminar held this coming Sunday from 12 to 5. And we want to invite you to this and so you can enjoy yourself. We're going to have the meet and greet in Kingston at the Senior Citizen Community Service Building, which is 1 block south of the only traffic light in Kingston. Let me remind you to please bring your lawn chairs. We're not having seating for you. Bring your bug spray and your sunscreen. Now, we've ordered full sunshine, but the weatherman says we may have a little cloud that day, and that might even be better if it be cloudy and not the sun and hot. But go over this a little bit. We're having food served by the Kingston FFA students. They're going to have hot dogs, hamburgers. They're going to have Three Sister salad for the vegetarians there. And we're going to have the Kingston High School students volunteering to give us transportation on the golf cars to and from your cars and pickups down to the meet and greet. And then we're going to have another group of them taking you on tours every 30 minutes through the greenhouses to see the tomatoes and all are growing. We're going to have the Great Plains equipment there demonstrating lawn and gardening equipment. No big tractors, just the lawn and garden equipment is what it's going to be there. And Premier One Fencing is coming all the way from Iowa to give us demonstrations on using their fencing to keep the deer and so forth out of your garden. So please come. It's going to be entertaining. A lot of information going to be there. We're going to give those tours up through the greenhouse starting every 30 minutes, starting at 1 o'clock. And so we'll sign you up there. By the way, I'm going to have a table there selling shirts. And so you can join up right there, sign, get on whichever tour you want. And I want you to remind you now, any purchases that's made down there at my business at Leon's Greenhouses on that May the 5th will receive 20% discount to help you with your expenses getting here. So bring your trucks, bring your trailers, whatever you've got to haul this in. We're going to sell you greenhouses, soil, tubs, anything you want to buy. Fertilizer, we're going to give you 20% off every bit of it that one day. Okay? Reminds you now that at 12 o'clock we're going to start. We're going to have some introductions of our star people there. You know, old Dutch with Keeping It Dutch is going to be there, and we'll introduce him. Daniel Arms that runs Arms Family Homestead YouTube, he'll be there. And the star of the show, little Houston Arms, 6 years of age, is going to be there. And we're going to introduce him, and you can meet them and visit with them. At 1 o'clock, we're going to start our seminars on cut flowers. Sue Newhouse out of Denton, Texas will be there to teach that. And then at 1:30, we're going to start teaching on growing the tomatoes in containers, in raised beds, and out in the garden also by Billy Pinnock. He's from Lawton, Oklahoma, and he grows lots of tomatoes that way, and he's going to share with you what he does. And we think there are going to be so many in that class that we're going to come back at 4 o'clock and present another class at 4 to 4:30 with him. Back up here at 2 o'clock now, we're going to have Floyd Carter teaching about raising red worms and getting the worm tea off of them and so forth. And at 2:30, he's going to also teach a class on growing spinach and dehydrating it so that you can keep it and use it all year. 3 o'clock, there's going to be a container gardening presentation. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to let Terry Wright do that. He's one of my followers that has got into this wicking bucket growing in several greenhouses, so we're going to let him give his expertise on this. And at 3:30, we're going to have Minyard Farms. They're going to teach about field irrigation. So we're going to give you a lot of good information. Now remember now, you can look on Gardening with Leon on YouTube or Arms Family Homestead or Keeping It Dutch and we'll give you much as information as we can about this. And listen, we're going to give, hourly we're going to give away different gifts. So we're going to have you to put your name on a piece of paper when you get there and drop it in the bucket, and we're going to draw every hour. We've got a lot of gifts to give away. So come and enjoy the day with us, and we'll try to show you a good time.